Hey y'all, Tom, ND3N here, and thanks for dropping by my ham shack for a ham shack chat. In this video, we're going to continue our discussion of field day with the focus this time on points, multipliers, and bonus points. All of these add up to your final score and can be found in paragraph 7 of the full rules, which, of course, are linked down in the video description. The first video in this series was a brief history and overview of field day and its purposes, and the second discussed the ARRL sections and operating classes. Now I need to do a Mea Culpa, my bad, and let you know I made a big mistake by identifying the ARRL sections as your multipliers in that second video. Now I'm going to correct this in this video when we get to discussing what your actual multipliers are. And I've also gone back and updated the video description right at the top of the video description where I actually made the mistake and provided the correction there. Let's start off with points. Points are simple. Phone contacts count 1 point each. These include contacts using SSB, FM, and simplex C4FM, D-Star, DMR, and any other digital voice modes. Now with that, I will remind you that the use of repeaters for making field day contacts is a no-no. You get 2 points for every CW or digital field day contact. We all know what a CW contact is, so no further discussion is needed. But digital contacts can be RIDI, PSK, FT8, FT4, and similar. Basically, any streams of ones and zeros that can be translated into alphanumeric characters, usually via a computer, and most times using either your radio's internal or external sound card. Those are digital contacts. Your multipliers, instead of sections, is a combination of your radio output power and the station power source. If all contacts are made using a power of 5 watts, peak envelope power or PEP, and if your power source is other than commercial mains or a motor-driven generator, for example, batteries not charged off the commercial mains or a motor-driven generator, solar cells, water-driven, human-generated, put your kids on a bicycle. Then your power is a multiple of 5. If all contacts are made using a power of 5 watts or less, but the power source is from a commercial main or a motor-driven generator, your power multiplier is 2. Now, if any batteries used during the field day are charged during field day period using commercial mains or a motor-driven generator, that power multiplier would still be a 2. And finally, you get a 2-point multiplier for all contacts made using power up to 100 watts or less. Note that the power multiplier for a given field day entry is determined by the maximum output power used by any transmitter used to complete any contact during the event. For example, if you have one QRP station running 3 watts and a second station running 100 watts, then the power multiplier of 2 applies to all contacts made by the entire operation. We can put together our initial score by taking the total number of QSO points and multiplying them by the power multiplier. For those of you who are paying attention, I did say this was your initial score. And as one of the most well-known telemarketers always said,
"But wait, there's more."
Now we'll take a look at our bonus points. These bonus points will be added to your score after you've come up with that initial score. You will need to file a summary sheet, which is available at the link in the description, and for many of them you may need to send proof of the bonus. These bonuses are worth a lot of extra points. Some of them are easy to get and some of them will take a little bit of work and planning. Now I'm going to be giving you a 10,000 foot view of each. For more information and all the information on what's needed, see the full rules, paragraph 7.3. Note that many of these are limited to specific operating classes, and most of them have requirements to provide proof to get those points. So let's start.
Bonus points!
You can get 100 points for each transmitter, up to a total of 20 transmitters or 2,000 points that uses emergency power. All transmitting equipment to the site must operate from a power source completely independent of the commercial power mains to qualify. So yes, you can use a generator here, just don't plug it into the wall. A rule change for 2022 is that you can get 100 bonus points for obtaining publicity from local media. You used to just have to have notified them and you just showed your letter going off there. But you actually have to have like a printed copy of the publicity. You'll receive 100 bonus points if you locate your field day operation in a public place. You can get 10 points for each formal message originated, relayed, or received and delivered during the field day period. And you can do that for up to 10 messages, giving you a possibility of 100 points. You can get a 100 point bonus for origination of a formal message to your ARRL section manager or section emergency coordinator by your group from the site. I've put a link to another YouTube video from another YouTube creator about how to format and send ARRL messages. Please, once you watch it, make sure you give him a like.
I like that.
You can get 100 bonus points for successfully completing at least one QSO via amateur radio satellite during the field day. You can get 100 bonus points for making a minimum of 5 contacts using an alternate source of power such as solar or wind. You can earn an extra 100 points for copying the special Field Day W1AW bulletin transmitted by W1AW or K6KPH. And you can earn 100 bonus points by including a specific ham-related educational activity. One 100-point bonus may be claimed if your field day site is visited by an elected government official as the result of an invitation issued by your group, and one 100-point bonus if your field day site is visited by an agency served by ARRLs in your local community as a result of an invitation from your group. You can get up to 500 bonus points for having an active Get on the Air station, but there's more to the story, and so you need to go to the full rules and see all the requirements for actually getting those points. A 50-point bonus is yours if you submit your field day entry using the web app, which is linked down in the video description. Up to 100 youth bonus points may be earned for each participant aged 18 or younger. 100 points can be earned by promoting your field day activity to the general public on social media. And finally, a 100-point bonus can be had by appointing a safety officer who will verify all the concerns on the safety checklist found in the ARRL Field Day packet, linked below.
Well, math is hard.
By my quick back-of-the-napkin math, if a group gets all of the bonuses, which might be impossible due to different bonuses being allowed only for certain operating classes, your group could earn 3,750 bonus points. That's a lot of points. Again, I'll remind you that this was a very high level review, but for the sake... Again, I'll remind you that this was a very high level review, but for the sake of brevity, I cut a lot of information out. If you're interested in going after any of these bonuses, you will really need to review the full rules, in particular paragraph 7.3, to make sure that you meet all of the requirements. I've been involved with many field day operations, many of them as a club officer, and I can tell you from experience that whenever I asked for people to volunteer to help, the response was...
Crickets. Crickets.
Many of these are easy to do. And if you approach one of your club officers and volunteer to go after just one of these bonuses, say you offer to go ahead and set up that information table, you'll be surprised at the gratitude you'll be received. Please, take a moment to like.
Please like me. Please.
This video by popping that thumbs up icon. Please leave a comment
Questions? Comments?
down below with some of your experience with Field Day, or any questions or, yes, corrections that you may have. That's how I knew that I'd screwed up on that multiplier thing. Share
Sharing is fun.
this with your friends and compatriots, especially on social media. And finally, please consider subscribing to this channel.
Sorry, you already subscribed.
While you wait for the next video, you might want to take a look at this one. The next video in this series will be on how to submit your Field Day package and my recommendations for several Field Day contest software packages. 73. Until the next hey y'all. As always, I'm at your service. I'm Tom, ND3N, and I am out.